Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. I need to.
Lots. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right. My apologies to everybody, but the first 17 seconds are often the worst. So here we go with Crebly Insane jamming for the Liesels. Liesels? This is going to be a long day. And Mel Malice for the Sheilas. Crebly Insane taking lead jammer. Mel right on her heels. Looks like both teams score points. How many? No, perhaps not. Aaron, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, we're doing great. Yeah, this is missed out on last month's games. Looking forward to hanging out and catching both of these. Looks like 2 points. I'm guessing
That would be the Legals.
Because Ginger was headed in the penalty box, or did they actually get 2 passes?
We have. That looks like Ginger in the penalty box. Dizzy Astor jamming against Quantum Fury. No one is out. Both defenses holding strong.
Looks like the pivots trying to keep themselves out in front, open for movement. Ooh.
Oh. Kind of a trip, maybe not a trip. Nobody called it. Kremley getting a lot of work early. 2 jams. Mayhem Myers holding Quantum back. Dizzy taking lead. Myers doing great defensive work. And there will be no pivot turn because the lethal jammer got recycled. Now there is. Quantum Fury is out. Can Dizzy score some points? And she takes, I'm going to guess 3. Let's find out if I know what I'm talking. It's only 2. 2 points.
Nice quick jump there from Dizzy right there at the end. It's never easy to actually see anybody make the block when the jammer comes around.
That is true. And with the pivot turn, the jams end so quick. They have to get in and get out as quickly as possible. There aren't long. Oh, we got a timeout. Could be official. Could be a team timeout. I do not know what that hand gesture means.
I think that one's official, so.
All right, let's see what they're going to talk about.
We got Ref-tacular and the coaches running all back to the back. It's all secret.
What can we talk about on a balmy Saturday afternoon here in Independence?
Yeah,
it's like
what
40
the heck
degrees.
Is that all about?
I'm wearing shorts.
Meanwhile, I'm walking around here in the Canadian tuxedo.
That's good. That's good. You know, sweatpants aren't just for the sad and the desperate anymore. No, they're for the stylish. Let's talk about some things going on tonight. There's an after party at Tom's Bar and Grill. After party at Tom's Bar and Grill, located on 40 Highway. There's going to be some karaoke, a DJ, some drinks, food till 11. Let's show Tom at Tom's Bar and Grill how people get down after watching people on roller skates. No word on what the official timeout is for. The score is tied with 27 minutes and 18 seconds left in the first half. Penalty box has but one Sheila in it. And if my eyes were better, I could tell you who it was, but I can't, and I won't. All right, everybody dancing. Let's talk about our sponsors. Let's talk about Legacy Skates. Located in the Crossroads is your ultimate destination for everything roller skate related. From top-notch gear to expert advice, they've got you covered. Check them out and show some love for Legacy Skates. This is game 2 of the season, is it not, Aaron?
It is, yes.
Game 2.
Women's season underway.
I feel like Derby never really stops. It just keeps going and going and going.
It kind of feels that way, and especially once you start getting into the travel teams, everything. All you really get is that little tiny break before, much like pitchers and catchers.
That's
report to Arizona.
The spring training, the fall training, summer training, the nonstop training that happens, and the official timeout is over. Is anyone going to tell us what it's about? They are not. All right, we're going to get on to jam number 3. This is Kill Shot and Mel Malice, two veteran skaters who know each other very, very well. 4-on-3 pack advantage in favor of the Lethals.
Oh, wow. Killshot getting through one hit Thunder.
But hanging out, like really, like waited a second and then skated one. All right, the penalty situation has not resolved itself. Mel is out. So both jammers on their way. Pack is racing, so no points will be scored.
Back in the pack, looks like Anita turned around, got herself situated to slow the pack down. Looking for that pink jammer, and instead, Killshot goes through.
1 point.
Calls fast.
1 point for Killshot. We will start jam number 4 with a 4-on-3 pack advantage in favor of the Sheilas. Dizzy on the line for the Sheilas. I believe that's criminally insane. I'm still working on my visual acquisition of derby targets.
I think you are right. It's
All right.
always turn 2 that once you get the number.
Getting old is awesome. That is criminally insane. Criminally insane and Dizzy Astor jamming. Mayhem Myers once again playing pivot and at the front, cannot hold back Kremley.
Lethal's doing a good job trying to hold back the pack and keep Myers from jumping, but didn't quite work.
So Myers on the pivot turn. They're both in scoring position. Dizzy getting held back by the Lethal line. 2 points picked up for the Sheilas. 1 point for the Lethals, so that will make us tied with 25 minutes to play on to jam number 5. Mel Malice will be on the jam line for the Sheilas. Hill shot going back, so a replay of 2 jams ago on the jam line. Tige!
Last jam, Myers did a great job keeping pace with the jammer, so that she was able to tag a point in there.
So Anita Hercha pivoting, Zombina getting bumped from behind, Killshot taking it.
Oh, bodies.
Ginger Ninja falling down. That makes Killshot your lead jammer. Mel Malice also through, so can the Sheilas get in front to prevent some scoring? It does. Oh, it does look like it.
That was some great movement from the blockers on the Sheilas, but it looks like I think Gem Annihilation was
but only 1
trapped
point.
over to the side.
Only 1 point. When
Yeah.
your jammer gets through that fast, you only give her 1 point. That is solid defense. 1 point for the lovely Lethals. 5-4 with 24 minutes to play. Dizzy Astor back on the jam line. I believe that is Kremley once again, so we're kind of on a steady rotation. Everybody likes familiar things. Quantum Fury and Mayhem Myers are pivoting. Mayhem Myers with a nice shot on Kremley. Did not hold. She is now free. Dizzy also, got recycled. So now Dizzy is the lead jammer and Quantum Fury being held back by her fellow pivotress, Mayhem Myers.
Pack slowing down to 1 mile an hour.
Well, and with the Lethals in the back, giving a good opportunity for Dizzy to pick up 2 points. And the Sheilas retake the lead 6-5. Yeah. All right. And we're back. Mel Malice on the jam line against Killshot. I feel like I've seen this before. The 1 penalty box, I'm sorry, that's not correct. Two Lethals in the penalty box, 1 for the Sheilas. So a small packs out there on the floor. Mel Malice taking advantage. Killshot being held back by Ginger Ninja for a sec, but she is now free. Mel's got about a third of the track. Can Anita Hercha and Zombina hold back Dong? So, nope, they cannot. 1 point. Mel is in and out. Oh, 3 points. Passing the people in the penalty box. It's helpful when the announcers know the rules. Is it not, Aaron Grievances?
Yes, yes, Chewbacon.
All right. We are 8 minutes in. Criminally Insane will be on the jam line against Dizzy Astor. 3-on-3 packs with 1 skater from each team in the box. Mayhem Myers pivoting against Quantum Fury.
And nobody, as of yet, has had any of those breakout jams. The last jam really got lucky because of the penalty skaters.
Kremley's out, has to wait for the pack to catch up, and then giving Myers time to get ready to turn. So Dizzy being held in the back. I believe that is called hold. Oh, and the Sheilas race up in front, trying to keep Kremley from scoring points. So that is excellent positional defense to hold it up. Myers is about to complain about the number of points she got. Or maybe I'm hallucinating. Always a possibility. Nope, 2 points for the Sheilas, 1 for the Lethals. 12-6. Penalty box now empty. Bell Malice will be jamming against Killshot again. Where the roster of jammers is not particularly deep. Killshot being held back. Oh, Killshot shoves down Ginger Ninja. No call. Anita Hercha cannot hold up. Killshot now free in scoring position. Anita Hercha pivoting, turning, also in scoring position. Once again, can the blockers get to the front to delay the scoring? It is really hard to tell in real time. All right.
Both teams were trying to get themselves a baby sectioned off against the...
Well, that's 4 big points for the Sheilas. Only 2 for the Lethals. So despite getting their lead jammer out, the Sheilas scoring points. They're currently doubled up, although with only 8 points. It's, you know, the doubling is not that important. It was like 120-60. That would be a lot more. We're under 20 minutes to play.
Yep, still a lot of game to go, but really the way these jams have been going with 1 and done or 2 and done.
There might be 35 jams left in this bout or game. I think they relabeled it at some point. But nobody told me. Dizzy Astor on the jam line. Not on the jam line, she's jamming. She's just jamming. Criminally Insane jamming for the Lethals.
Myers and Quantum Fury up there trying to...
Well, now Dizzy's in front, but Quantum's just gonna wait. Now she's jamming. So Dizzy and Quantum now in scoring position. Bunch of people falling down.
Quantum Fury getting in front, taking over lead.
Dizzy telling her team to skate faster. Let's see if it works. It does not. And Quantum Fury on the pivot turn, picking up 1 point. Never been so excited to say 1 ever in my life. All right.
You have never introduced Metallica back in the early 1990s.
That is true. That is true. I was in junior high school. That's not even true. I was in elementary school when that came out.
Quit making me feel old.
Well, you know
I was
what?
in high school.
If
so
I'm making you feel old, then it doesn't really matter because I am also old. All right, 18 minutes. 18 minutes to play. Killshot jamming against Mel Malice. Killshot expertly using the jerseys of her teammates as a slingshot, and then runs into Mel Malice, who shrugs it off and takes over lead position. Both jammers are out and in scoring position. They are holding a baby, in this case, number 9 of the Lethals. and gets, I believe, 1 point. Let's see how much of the future I can tell. Exactly, 1 point.
That was tight against
1
the
point
inside line.
for the Sheilas. Criminally Insane jamming against Baby Buster. The surprise in my voice tells the story. Not usually jamming, that Baby Buster. Dong skating off of the track and not smiling as she does so. Penalty box is empty. Both teams playing solid defense.
See the Queen of Hearts out there with the pivot strike for the Lethals.
She's going to get held back because she's got 3 Sheilas right in front of her. Baby Buster, lead jammer. Kremlin also free. Would also be a solid name if she wanted to go with Kremlin also free. And Buster calls it off after scoring exactly 1 point. So 1 point for each team. 1 point scored for each, 18-10. Just under 16 minutes to play.
Buster was coming around the outside. Lethals coming through the inside. That was basically track position that kept that thing from being a 1-0 jam.
Well, we have 1 Sheila in the box. So a 4-on-3 pack advantage. Killshot and Malice, who have been jamming against each other all night long.
Mel trying to fight her way through.
We're going to call that off for some reason. Let's find out what it was.
I think Mel was a little bit scared when the whistle happened that she was getting a little handsy.
Well, you know, consent is very important. That's one thing I know. We have another timeout. That looks like is that an official review?
That is an official timeout.
All right, official timeout. Let's see what we're officially doing. In the meantime, let's talk about Zafted Unicorn Photography. Kate Racklin of Zafted Unicorn Photography has been providing photography services for several years and is a fantastic ambassador of the sport. You can reach out to her to schedule your own private photography session, whether it's an engagement, wedding, family portrait, or pet photos. Also, if you're looking for action shots of roller derby, don't leave that out. That's Zafted Unicorn Photography. Well, 18-10 with 15 minutes, so about halfway through the first half. That would be a quarter of the game. Only 8-point difference. Both teams skating pretty fast. No kill shots, even though that's probably trademarked by one of our skaters. No large jam, just kind of slowly chipping away, building leads.
I won't say it's surprising because both teams do play good defense, but there is a point where you really expect that the Sheilas are just going to just body some people out of the way for some big points.
Well, and my memory is faulty, but I believe both teams won last week, or not last week, at the last Fountain City roller derby night. So I think they're both undefeated. If I am wrong, I'll feel silly after the show. Mel Malice jamming against Killshot again. Dong and Anita pivoting. Does not matter as Killshot gets through. Malice being held back.
Thought Mel was going to squeeze her way through. Instead, looks like she kept herself in bounds.
Oh, I heard the ref yelling something, but I couldn't tell what it was because I'm wearing headphones.
And Dong heads to the penalty box.
So, if the Sheilas can stay up, and they cannot, they're finally going to let her call that off. And that is 3 big points for the Lethals and Lady Killshot. We now have an official timeout. No official review?
It looks like, yes, I think we've got an official review. It's being called for by the Sheilas.
Sheila's looking for justice. They will not find it. All right, that's just a preview of things to come. So 5-point lead for the Sheilas. Let's talk about Bruised Boutique. They're a Derby-owned skate shop dedicated to serving skaters of all levels. The shop offers everything from skates and protective gear to apparel and accessories. Whether you're gearing up for your next Derby bout or cruising the streets for God knows what, Bruised Boutique has you covered.
Bruised Boutique, they've been a long time sponsor for Fountain City Roller Derby. It's nice to see that there's that much love and that it continues.
It's always good. This is a long-running community, and it takes everybody to pitch in and make it a success.
And just a shameless plug, if you are watching this stream and you have a business or a service that you would like to partner up with Fountain City Roller Derby,
give us a call.
Yes, can't imagine that that would be a bad idea. You get yourself out in front of Fountain City fans, you get yourself onto Fountain City social media, and you just
You
get
can hear
that
this on
Derby
the
love.
stream over and over and over again.
Yes.
It's the kind of advertising that never dies. Because all of these are classics. 5-point lead for the Sheilas. Are they going to tell us what they're officially reviewing? They will eventually,
I think
right?
the official reviews, I think they do have to tell us. They can't just...
They have to. Well, let's see if the
Keep
rule
the-
of law still means anything in this country.
keep the
Let's find
fans
out.
in the dark, treat them like that.
You call that dead air. All right. Well, here at Ola Ramen, Independence, Missouri, here on Nolan Road. Oh. Okay. All right. The official review was the Sheilas were claiming that the Lethal Jammer was knocked out of bounds before scoring her points. Their appeal was denied. We continue. Kremley and Sade and Dizzy Astor jamming with one Lethal in the box. Dizzy being held back briefly, I believe, by the Queen of Hearts. Queen now taking the pivot turn.
Queen held up for just a second because of pack rules and distance, but man, she made that time up.
Yeah, so really, you have another Lethal going to the box. Queen taking over lead and calling it off. So a great jam for the Queen of Hearts, shutting it down. 1 point, chipping away slowly. A 4-point lead now for the Sheilas. I gotta get my rhythm down. The crowd and the stream, it's crazy. I feel like I'm screaming at everyone when I do that. So you're welcome at home watching this. Little inside baseball. Mel Malice jamming against Kill Shots with a 4-on-3 pack advantage in favor of the Sheilas. See, the best thing about a stream of consciousness is that it doesn't end. All right. And we're being held up while Miley Cyrus's Party in the USA rocks everyone to sleep apparently here at the Ola Ramen. Never mind. Here we go. Zombina and Dong, two veteran skaters, pivoting against Killshot and Mel Malice.
Killshot slipping to the inside, stays in bounds apparently.
Some good blocking by One Hit Thunder. Not quite enough. Oh, and
Looking for a whip.
getting it. Zombina still waiting. So Zombina was not ready to take the turn. Still is not, as Mel is all the way in the back. And Killshot now jamming with impunity. Now Zombina goes. So this jam is going to be an excellent opportunity for Killshot to score some points. Zombina now accelerating around the turn.
Kill
Kill
shot.
shot whipping herself.
Look for that outside lane.
Luckily, no one exposed on that particular move. 1 point for each team, so really nothing ventured, nothing gained. We have another timeout.
I saw the O fingers happening over from the lethal side, so we may have a
Another official review, which are, is famous for getting to the bottom of things, which is what's really important. We have an official timeout. When we do get back, the penalty boxes will be empty. Criminally Insane will be jamming against Dizzy Astor. Mayhem Myers and Quantum Fury will be your pivots. 4 points will be the lead. We are about a third of the way through the first half. Which means there's about a sixth left. Is that fractions? I don't know. I can't do math.
10 out of 60. Hey,
Look at me.
there you go.
Oh,
Trying to look up and down these rosters and see if either of these teams might have a surprise in terms of jammers, since they seem to be relying on a core couple or core three.
Jamming surprise. Well, I mean, Buster jamming is a surprise. That's
Buster
already
jamming,
happened.
yep. That Kremlin kill shot, that's to be expected.
Yes, and Kremlin and Dizzy, because I believe they have jammed against each other about 8 times today. Still no word on what we're officially timing out for. But a nice break for everyone. And while we're talking about it, the Allison Pope Agency, Goosehead Insurance. Allison Pope, who is also our beloved Pippi Strongblocking, owns Goosehead Insurance. Allison Pope Agency, using cutting-edge technology to shop with dozens of insurance companies, Allison can find you the right coverage at a competitive price. Request a quote for your home and or auto insurance today or tomorrow, to give yourself a break. All right, a long official timeout. Perhaps one of them left the iron on at home and they're trying to remember.
I was just wondering if maybe it's devolved into who's going to have to buy the first round of drinks at the after party.
Has one of them fallen down? I haven't seen.
I don't think I've seen that happen.
I haven't seen a ref fall down yet.
To all those scoring at home, or if you're just alone tonight.
All right, so we did that for some reason. They won't tell us what it was. We're back! Dizzy Astor jamming against Kremlin Insane. Quantum Fury.
Dizzy looking like she had a full lane to the outside, but Queen of Hearts forced her to the inside.
And it quickly, Quantum Fury on the pivot turn. Quantum Fury, the pivots for the Lethals have been on something tonight because Dizzy playing defense.
Quantum actually had jumped in front on an earlier jam, I think against Dizzy, so
No, she's not, no.
good.
Well, Dizzy just gave up some points because
jammer defense to start.
all of the Sheilas were in the rear with the gear, so nope, they're not letting anybody call it off. Baby Buster's in the back,
Well,
making a signal.
Quantum Fury
She's frustrated.
slid. Well, not slid. Quantum Fury was knocked out of bounds for a brief time, had to re-enter and re-establish before anything happened.
So she rolled out of bounds. 3 points for the Sheilas.
I think by that time, Dizzy might have re-established as lead jammer.
Well, in that case, so 2 points overall picked up by the Sheilas, 22-16. Mel Malice jamming against Killshot. Zombina on the pivot line, getting hit.
Mel split her defenders in the back and has now found a seam.
It's Critical
That
Blitz.
is Critical Blitz. I was wondering if Critical Blitz was going to be used for jamming at some point. Instead,
Well, she
good
got
use
out,
of pivot.
and they immediately called it off. So 1 point for the Sheilas, but only a 7-point game. So despite all of it, so close. So close. Remley Insane will be jamming against Dizzy again, as has happened numerous times throughout the game. Penalty box is empty, so full packs for both teams. Dizzy taking the inside. Quickly and already out. So, but Kremley's right there with her, so the pivots can stay back and play some defense. Little touching going on.
Oh, criminally insane with that cut.
Oh, she uses the distraction to her benefit.
Juked outside, slipped back in. And I think she slipped a block back in the back.
Well, Park and Rec being held back, giving up 1 point. So 1 point for the lovely Lethals. 6-point game. So with 7 minutes left, Mel Malice will go back to the jam line against Killshot. I should do this with my eyes closed and see if I can get it right every single time. Penalty box still empty, so full pack for both teams. That looks like Critical Blitz once again pivoting for the Lethals against Bombina. So we'll fall into some steady rotations. Killshot really using a lot of whips, grabbing the jerseys to slingshot herself into space. And in that case, it works. Mel Malice slipping past Jamalama Ding Dong.
Oh, good job.
Oh,
Killshot
there
doing
it
her own
is.
blocking.
Killshot, lead jammer. And now,
It's like Killshot and Jamma had just some kind of unspoken mental bond there.
well, they all, oh no, Killshot's going to the box. So their unspoken mental bond can now be spoken because they're sitting right next to each other in the penalty box, as Mel Malice could use this opportunity to score some points, but the pack is racing around faster than she can make it.
Blitz unable to get out and actually become an active scorer thanks to that super slow-mo pack.
So a giant jam for Mel Malice. The penalties on the Lethals going to cost them.
Critical Blitz.
And Mel calls it off.
Critical Blitz got kind of lucky. I was trying to look down at the floor to see if she was in play to be able to block, and I think just barely, according to the officials.
Well, no word
Not
on
that it helped.
where the scoring came from. 5 big points picked up by, that's a giant jam in this rule set. Now make that 9, T. 9-point jam for the Sheilas.
2 big passes.
Well, when the pivot and the jammer are in the box, Baby Buster jamming against Kremley Insane. Baby Buster not usually a jammer, usually a blocker, where her rage can be more efficiently channeled. Let's
Morticia.
see if her resentment follows through with a star on her head. It does not, because now Mayhem Myers on the pivot turn. Park and Rec being held back by a trio of blockers, looking to be the first point and maybe the only point scored this jam. And it is 1 point scored by the Lethals, 2 for the Sheilas. Somehow Mayhem Myers picking up 2 points. We have a term for that. Is it the jam pivot? What do we call it?
You know, I don't know. The USAR's rules, it's like they've changed it into the active scorers.
Active
so
score.
that's-
They're active score. I
As
feel like
opposed
that
to
doesn't.
passively scoring.
Well,
which-
yeah. Passively scoring is a lot harder than you think. Zombina pivoting against Queen of Hearts. That would be Mel Malice, and I'm going to guess Killshot because those two jam against each other constantly.
Kill shot almost stopped by Anita, but
3.5 minutes to play. Oh.
Kill shot looking over the wrong shoulder. There we go.
But Zombina, I mean, she looks like she's hungry because she has blood all over her face most of the time. But staying right there with kill shot as the packs race, making it a real derby situation. Gem Annihilation getting knocked down, so she's gonna get held back baby style. And a huge block.
I don't think that was so much Gortisha blocking Zombina as Gortisha being thrown into Zombina.
Well, but Zombina is down, so we're gonna have to take a break here. As the medics, who we are so grateful for their time and attention, will go see Zombina. And we'll remind you that there's an after party at Tom's Bar and Grill. Located on 40 Highway, there will be karaoke and DJ drinks through till 11. Also, tonight's 50-50 raffle beneficiary is the NIA Project. The mission of the NIA Project is supporting projects that build confidence, capacity, and opportunity for Black girls and women. The NIA Project works to change the perception, outcomes, and norms for Black girls and women in the community and in our country. So, not only with the 50-50 raffle, but just in general, show your support for the NIA Project. No, Neil Diamond striking a hopeful note in a dark time. Well, with that 9-point jam, the Sheilas really almost doubled the lead there. They're now by 15. We have 1 minute and 47 seconds, so one, perhaps two jams left in this first half. We will be back when there is action to talk. All right, let's hear it for Zombina. Zombina, ladies and gentlemen. All right, one more time. Round of applause for Zombina. Much support. Thank you also to our EMT. All right, well, we're back. Quick reset. We have 2.5 minutes to play in this first half. Sheilas with a 15-point lead. There is a new jammer for the Sheilas. Jamming against Kremlin Insane. That will be Park and Rec. So the speculation as to when the jamming surprise will begin, it is right now. Penalty box is empty. Queen of Hearts and Dizzy Aster pivoting.
Baby Buster doing a great job back there, just denying Kremlin Insane, forcing the reset. Picked up by Skate Spear, who held her back, but
Now Kremley is out and Dizzy being held back.
That's the Queen of Hearts and Jamalama Ding Dong doing a little double duty out there.
Strong blockers both. Penalty box still empty. Now Skate Spear being held back by the Queen of Hearts as they hold the baby, trying to claw a point back. I'm going to guess 2. Let's see how close I got. I was correct. Wait, is that 3? That's 3. 3 points picked up by the Lethals. So back to 12-point. 12-point lead for the Sheilas. Now 1.5 minutes to play. Penalty box still empty. Mel Malice will be jamming against Killshot because that's just how this works. Anita Hercha pivoting against Critical Blitz.
Seeing the blockers trying to sit back on these jammers, and most of the time that's just not working. Last time around, Texas Outlaw found herself on the floor trying to do that.
Well, in this case, both jammers are out. Mel with a temporary lead. Killshot drafting behind her.
Oh,
With one burst of speed there at the end. Killshot picked up 1,
Mel also
picked up
Not-
2.
not just a burst of speed, she also had a great move. It looked like they tried to seal up that hole down the center, and she cut to the right.
Well, it works. So with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, first half ends with Baby Buster on the jam line.
That's the end of the first half. Sheilas 36, Lethal 23. Stick around after snacks. We'll see you in a minute.